Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly review of my daughter's 529 plan. Balance on the account is $28,800.04. Just to give you some context around this account, my daughter is currently 4 years old. In a couple of months, I opened a 529 for her on her first birthday, so it's now been open a little over 3 years. When I opened the account, I put in $100 or $150, and that was like her birthday gift, right? And then from there, I told myself that I will continue to consistently put money into the 529 every single month. How much that was going to be, I have no idea. I know in the beginning it was really low. Maybe I was putting $25 a month, maybe $50 a month in the beginning. And then as my income increased, I started to put a lot more money into her 529. Also, any tax refund I got in the past, I would put at least $1,000 or $1,500 into the 529 at that point. Any bonuses I received, I know I would put like $1,000, $1,500, $500, those amounts into her 529. So just the accumulation of that over the past, over a little over 3 years is what has, plus some growth in the market, has brought the balance up to this amount. So when I first opened the 529, I didn't know my daughter had a disability, right? So I was truly thinking this will be for college expenses, because I remember when I went to college, no one helped me with anything, and I graduated with like $50,000 in student loan debt, and it took me like 13 years to pay it off. It was horrible. So I didn't want my daughter to have a similar experience. So I just wanted to save what I could to put towards her college expense. Now that I know she has a severe disability, I'm not sure if education at all is in the future for her, right? Not just the college education system, but anything, trade school, certification program, etc., right? Because she has a intellectual disability. So it's a bit of a waiting game in terms of I have to see as she just gets older what her intellectual capacity will be. And no doctor, no therapist can tell me what that will be. Trust me, I've asked 1,000 times to get some level of reassurance and so I can plan, but no one knows anything, right? Their response is, we don't know. She could never improve or she could drastically improve. We just have to wait one day at a time and just see what happens with her. So because of that, I've decided to convert her 529 to an ABLE account starting next year in 2024. So I'm going to start that conversion process, and the maximum I can transfer per year is up to the gift tax limit. And for 2023, I know the gift tax limit is $17,000. I'm not sure what it's going to be for 2024, but that's the max amount I can convert per year. So in 2024, I'll convert, again, if we're still going off of the 2023 gift tax limit, I'll convert $17,000 of this balance into an ABLE account. And then 2025, I'll convert the remaining balance. Now, depending on how much money I'm able to put into this account next year, as well as growth, it might take 3 years to convert it, right? Because remember, it's $17,000 per year. Even if you do that times two, that's $34,000. This balance is already at almost $29,000, right? So if you kind of think, oh, maybe in 2024, it actually might exceed that amount. So in 2025, you might actually have more than $17,000. So you wouldn't be able to just convert the remaining balance. You might have to do a third year. But it's fine, as long as I eventually convert the balance. And I'll bring you along the journey as I do that, in case there are other special needs parents out there who are thinking about the same thing or weren't even aware of an ABLE account. I know I had to get educated by other special needs parents about this, as well as anyone else who maybe don't have kids, or you have neurotypical kids and you're just curious about what someone with a special needs child is thinking about financially for their children. Because this 529 plan, I know I mentioned before, it's not a 529 plan from my point of view. It's really her retirement account, right? So the way I'm looking at this is her lifetime account. This is the account that I will leverage to take care of her as she gets older and her needs change, right? Whatever those needs may be. So I'm still going to treat it like a 401k. What does that mean? I'm just going to keep on contributing money to it. I have no intention of not ever, I have no intention of withdrawing from it anytime soon. I'm talking 10, 15 years from now, right? So I'm really just viewing it as an investment account. And as long as I'm working, I will continue to just cash flow her expenses through out of my W-2 paycheck. So this again will be just viewed as her investment account, money that you don't touch for a really, really long time. Now, let's talk about the details on the account. So let's go ahead and look at the contributions for the past week. There was just one. On November 20th, I put in $50 and that was it. I wasn't able to find any other money last week, which is fine. I'm just so proud that I'm putting anything at all in this account. And then for next week, I have another $50 set to get deposit. I say it every week. Hopefully, I'm able to conjure up some additional funds to put into her 529. And then year-to-date contributions is $10,700. This is amazing. I'm almost $2,000 above what I contributed last year. And then definitely now have more than exceeded my $10,000 contribution goal for her account. And looking at the performance, the stock market has been doing fairly decent. Let's not jinx it, but principal, which is money I put in, is about $24,000. I have earnings of about $4,500, and that's what brings the balance to $28,800. And then all the money in the portfolio is invested into the growth stock index portfolio. All right, so that's it for this week's 529 update. I'm really hoping the additional context is helpful to you, just so you understand the history and where I am in my journey with my daughter. It's definitely an emotional journey having a child with a disability, because there is a huge grieving process that you have to go through, or maybe that you go through for the rest of your life, which I could totally see, because I definitely wouldn't say that I'm fully healed from this experience. So the grieving process is around grieving what you thought your parenthood would look like versus what it actually is, or what you thought your child would be versus what they actually are, right? There's a death there, right? Because your child has this limitation. There's certain things that they may never be able to do that you were, before you found out about their disability, was really, really hoping, or was really excited or really happy looking forward to happening, and that's no longer going to happen. So the grieving process is, one, being sad and acknowledging that, you do feel sad about that, and trying the best as you can every day to retrain your mind to just think of a different life, or just a real life that you live in, and come into peace with that, even though it's not necessarily what you want. So it's definitely an ongoing process. It's really hard. This is a really tough journey. Everyone couldn't do it. 100%, I can say that with confidence. Everyone could not raise a child with a disability. It's definitely really, really hard, for sure. So, but the way I look at it is, I have to just keep on trying my best, especially financially. I just want that, in the future, as she gets older, as I get older as well, right? I'm 40 years old right now, so I'm no spring chicken. But as we both get older, I just don't want finances to be a problem for us. We already have enough probably future challenges with her disability. I just don't want money to then be another stressor on top of a very delicate situation. So I'm just trying to do the best I can in this area, so that should something come up, an emergency happen, I need to pay for this, I need to pay for that, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I don't have any money, how am I going to do this? It's like, nope, great. Maybe at that point her able account would have, I don't know, $80,000, $90,000 in it, right? Who knows? Have some money to draw down on to help provide her the best possible life. All right, so that was very rambly, but just wanted you to get some insight into what I'm thinking and what this journey is like. All right, until next time, bye.